Yo, what's good, everybody? I don't know how it is for you guys, and obviously everyone's a different age and a different stage of their life, but I finished my second year of university last Thursday, had my last exam. You guys can see those reflection videos on my channel posted already, and overall it went okay. But now it's summertime, Here in Canada, you get 4 months off until September, and realistically, considering that I'm taking summer school part time, only like 3 classes, which is just to kind of get ahead, but also of a different reason, which I'll shortly talk about. I will be quite busy this year, and I'm gonna work a lot as well, or hoping to at least work a lot and just get to really enjoy my time. But I will definitely be not as busy as I was in the regular school schedules, but definitely will have a lot of things on my plate. But regardless of that, there are 3 things that I envision myself to achieving, and those would be kind of tailored to the summer, but I've obviously had these goals in mind beforehand, but I probably just slacked off a little too much, and so I'm putting more emphasis on them now in the summer. And it's just a video that I can look back on and hopefully achieve all 3 things. And yeah, let's just get straight to it. So the first thing on this list that I really want to achieve, the first goal, would be to reach 8,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. I think it's definitely doable. I've uploaded over 250 videos, I believe, and realistically I could have already had 1,000 subscribers if all 250 of those videos were of high quality. Instead, I posted a fair amount of high quality videos, and then I started posting the dates, January 29th, March 31st, and it would just be like reflection videos of the day. It'd be like a minute long, and sometimes I'll just literally whisper and say, I hope you guys had an amazing day, and that was about it. I wasn't really providing you guys of any value or any reason to even click on the video, which I do strongly apologize for, and I will not be making any more of those videos going into the summer. I'd rather miss out a day of the upload and just upload 2 videos the next day, or 3 days if needed to, because I really want to provide you guys content that is worth watching for. So yes, the first goal is to achieve 1,000 subscribers finally, and I think I can do it. In 4 months' time, time is gonna be very different. Things are gonna be quite different in 4 months. I'm gonna look different. Everyone, life in itself is gonna be very different. So I have plenty of time, and I really do want to achieve that. And if there's any of urgency to do that, it is right now. So that's the first goal. The second goal, I would say, is just with the physique. I want to be consistent in the gym, go to the gym, I would say 6 days a week. But outside of that, I just want to be outside every single day. If it comes down to playing basketball, or just going on a walk, or just cycling, or just simply being outside with my friends. I want to be outside every single day and work out at least 6 days a week. And my goal realistically is to get defined abs, but as long as I have visible abs, even if I'm just flexing, I'm okay with that. That's the second goal. It's been a long time since I've had abs, so that's the second goal. Considering that I'm not technically, I am overweight with the BMI. That's the goal. I think I can definitely achieve it. 4 months is a lot of time, and including, improving my health. I think other major thing that stems with this is improving my sleep. During the school year, I had a lot of excuses to stay up late because I was studying, but now I'm only doing part-time school. I'm doing 3 courses. 2 courses are super easy, so I don't really have any excuse to stay up too late. So yeah, that's the second. And I'll say the third goal, which I definitely think is the most achievable because it's going to happen no matter what. although I'm going to achieve all 3 goals, is to finally overcome my anxiety of public speaking. And I'm doing this in 2 different ways. The main way, I would say, is finally taking the presentation course that I have to for my business degree. It's a business communication skills class, and essentially it's mandatory no matter what. It's a 2nd year course. I was supposed to take it in my 2nd year. I did not. And if you look at the requirements, I could take it in my 3rd year, but I decided to take it, now, the summer going to the 3rd year. And I did that first because I thought it would be more ideal. There's most likely going to be less people in the class, and also less likely to have people that I know in the class. And as we all know, we say we don't, but we do care what other people think of us. We care to not be judged, yada yada. But the point is, I'm gonna finally take that class, have like 6 presentations throughout 3 months or whatever the time is, 2 months, and just do my very best. And I hope it helps me a lot to overcome just having the anxiety. I think, the presentations themselves are not that bad, but it's just the overthinking and just always wanting to be perfect and not making any mistakes that causes me a lot of anxiety and stress. And even in my first year, I've talked about this in previous videos, I could not sleep. I remember the first presentation I had, it was a group presentation. I had one of the shortest, parts, maybe had to speak just for a minute, had 2 different slides, and I could not sleep at all, mainly because I was just overthinking it, and I just wanted to be perfect. I was literally reading the script in my mind, and I was like, I have to say word for word, bar for bar, exactly this. And that's kind of what happened. And although I didn't do a bad job in both presentations, I remember the first time around, I was too focused on the eye contact. I'm looking around and everything, and then I get caught off guard, and then I just froze up for like 2 seconds. I didn't say anything. Maybe it was 5 seconds, who knows? But I just was completely silent, and then I got right back to it. But honestly, that's probably better than just, using filler words like I didn't really do that. I just froze and then got right back to it. And obviously my friend told me about it himself, and it wasn't pleasant to hear, but it is what it is. That was 2 years ago at this point, so it's really I don't know about 2 years, but more than a year ago, and truly nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. But yeah, the second way I'm gonna overcome this or do a better job at public speaking in general, or just speaking to the audience, having strong eye contact and just being able to effectively communicate my message, is through these videos as such. But I want to be able to deliver these videos outdoors. As you can see right now, I'm home at the comfort of my nice IKEA chair that I love to sit at and do absolutely no work at. And I have my legs up on my bed, very comfortable. I'm not gonna show you guys my legs, but it's very comfortable here. But I wanna start making videos outside. First of all, it's a great excuse to be outside, but also I feel like I haven't done it before in the past because I'm always just worried about other people being near me, and I just don't wanna, raise my voice higher and have the thought of potentially being heard. But to be quite honest, nobody cares. And even if people heard me, it's not like I'm saying anything wrong. Whenever we're outside, walking down the streets, we hear other people talking, a lot of the time, they're just yapping. We all yap, right? So it's not that big of a deal if I'm outside sitting on a tree. I don't know, I'm sitting on a tree, but laying next to a tree, talking about how to do this and that, right? Like, maybe people are gonna pay attention. Maybe someone's gonna look at me. It's potentially a possibility that someone could even walk up to me and say something. The truth is, no matter what, it's not that deep. Let me deliver my messages and do what I love to do. But yeah, those are the 3 goals that I really want to achieve by the end of summer. And I'm gonna do my very best to achieve all 3. And I'm just essentially uploading this video to hold myself accountable and to let you guys know as well what type of things I am hoping to do this summer. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more things I want to do this summer, like have a lot more fun, play basketball a lot more. I also just want to get into drawing again, maybe painting as well. I feel like that was always something that I was really interested in, and I just didn't really pursue it too much because, I always had the excuse of schoolwork or this and that. But now I have plenty of time, and I really just want to dedicate some time to just drawing, even if it's once a week. Let me just give myself an hour or two to just do whatever I want. Just, be creative with it, and over time get better with it. I think it's definitely very relaxing on the soul and mind. And yeah, I think I was okay at it, and I definitely could get better at it. And I feel like the progression as you get better and start to make, artwork that is actually quite nice to look at, and other people can, give you compliments about it too. It's definitely a nice feeling. But obviously, I think it's the main reason I want to do it is because I want to just be able to take off. I want to take my mind off, social media. I feel like I'm on my phone too much, and I want to be able to really enjoy myself in my life and also do things that I've always wanted to do. So I think it really just stems down to pushing myself away from this phone, quite frankly. But yeah, as I said, those are the 3 goals. I'm going to achieve all 3, and you guys can come back to this video on September 1st. Peace.